Hi everyone, I'm Namita. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to talk about mother tongue influence, how it impacts your communication skills in English and how you can actually remove your mother tongue influence. Well, in one of my previous videos which was about mother tongue influence, how to remove it, one of you commented that I should make one video in complete English. So that video was in both Hindi English mix. So this video is going to be in English entirely, and actually that's the significance and relevance of English, because we need a common language where we can communicate and share our views, because all of us have different mother tongues. So in India, language changes after every few kilometers. As we all know, South India has so many languages. Northeast part is different, northern part is different, west is different, the middle part of India, we have so many languages and so many dialects. So people who are working on speaking in English, who are working on improving their communication skills in English, who want to become more fluent, struggle sometimes with their mother tongue influence. Now, what is mother tongue influence? Mother tongue, as it sounds, the same language which your mothers were speaking or your mother spoke when you picked up the language. So mother tongue is that language which is your regional language, which everybody else in your family spoke. So you pick that language up. Now, English, since is not your first language, it is not the first language that we are born with or every family member speaks. So we struggle when we learn English as a second language to have it clear. The speech sometimes have some deformity because of our mother tongue. So now the first thing I want to tell all of you, if you have mother tongue influence while you are speaking in English, don't worry about it, because you are already someone who's dealing with so many things. If you are a student, remember the times you've cleared your examination, you've cleared your boards, you've gotten into good college, taken admission, scored high, cracked in entrances. If you are a professional, you know how you got to this job, how you are managing everyday struggle for your job. If you're a married person, you're a parent, you have so many more responsibilities. So it is really hard. What you are doing in your life apart from your communication skills is not easy. So when you are doing so many hard things already, do you think that this is such a big thing which you cannot manage? You can very easily manage your mother tongue influence. So the purpose of saying all of this is that I don't want you to feel underconfident because you have a mother tongue influence. See, we are learning English as a second language. It is not our first language, which is not our fault. In India, we have diversity when it comes to language. India is a truly diversified nation, but we are still united. That's the best part. And English being the global language is so important that we cannot deny the fact that we need to learn it, or we need to master our language. We need to have a good communication skills when we are speaking English. We need to be fluent. I am not denying that fact, but your mother tongue should not keep you away from being confident. That is just one part of you. This is like 10-15% of your personality. This is not your entire personality. So don't worry about mother tongue influence. There are so many techniques which can help you remove that mother tongue influence. Now, if you are someone who communicates very well, you have good vocabulary, you have command over the speech, but you feel that your mother tongue somewhere impacts your language, and people get to know which area you're from, then there's nothing wrong in it. What's wrong in it? I mean, if your language is telling someone you belong from South India or you belong from Northeast, there's nothing wrong in it. That's your unique quality, that's your specific influence on the tongue. So you should never feel bad about it. Be proud of it, because we come from a nation where English is nowhere our language. It's not even our national language. Now, I'm going to give you some tips how you can still remove it if you feel that it impacts a lot. Like in some dialects, school is pronounced as ishkul, school is pronounced as sakul. Some people would say omen instead of using women. That's the impact of your mother tongue, right? Nationality, some people will say nationality, right? Some people will say office, job. That's because of your mother tongue. So this needs to be corrected, because our idea is that we should be able to communicate ourselves really well. Whatever we are trying to express, the other person should be able to understand it, no matter what our influence is. So how you can improve that? There are a lot of techniques, but I'm going to mention something very simple, something that you can do easily. Now, how did you learn your mother tongue? How did you learn your first language? You picked it up from your family, from your parents, from your mother, whatever she was saying. If she was saying ma, you picked up ma. When someone was saying papa, you picked up papa. Khana, khana hai. My mother tongue is Hindi, so I'm giving you examples from Hindi. You picked that up from everybody who was speaking around you. Did you undergo any training? Did you learn any grammar? Did you take any lessons? No, nothing. You picked it up simply by copying. So any language is learned by copying. Since you picked your mother tongue up only by copying, you can pick up English by copying. Yes, that's the easiest, simplest and the most workable method. Start copying the person whose way of speaking you like. Like suppose you're listening to me, you feel that I'm speaking good English, you can try to copy my English. What are you going to copy? You're going to copy my choice of words, how I create and construct my sentences, what is the pace that I'm following, what is my throw, my pronunciation, everything. Now for pronunciation, most of you struggle to have that accent which people in UK and USA have. Their first language is English, so we can never ever compete with them. The accent that they have is because they are born with that language, and that's why they speak so fast and they have that accent. Why are you striving for that? We are not born in a country where English is our first language, so we don't need to have that accent. It looks super fake. If you've never been to UK and USA and you still have an accent, it looks fake. There is no need for it. That is not at all required. Leave that struggle to have an accent. You don't need to have an accent. What you need to speak clearly, you need to have a good expression, and the other person should be able to understand what you are saying. That should be the thing. And fluency, of course, it will come naturally if you keep practicing. So first thing is that you're going to copy the language, copy English of the person who's fluent, who speaks well. Then second thing is that you can read aloud. When you're reading aloud, you should be able to hear your voice. This is going to train your mind through your ears that your tongue is getting ready to speak in English. So read at least 2-3 pages every day. This I tell to everyone, even the learners that I have offline, online, everyone. So read aloud, start copying, and then look for pronunciations. These days technology has made it so simple for all of us to look for pronunciation. You can easily check pronunciation of the words which are confusing you. Check for pronunciation, do that. Now the idea behind saying all of this is that your mother tongue influence should not stop you from being confident. Stay confident because you're managing 100 things apart from this one part, which is English. If you're doing so many things, you can do this one as well. Don't worry about it. This is easy. This is simple. You can do it. You have already crossed the toughest and the hardest bridges. This is going to be very simple. Just take a decision that you have to work on it, and your mother tongue is your specific, special and unique quality. It makes you different. Don't worry about it. It should not make you feel underconfident. In fact, it should boost your confidence because you come from a particular state, particular area, and you have that language. Your language has to be clear. That's it. Your dialect should not be something which is keeping you on a low confidence. So keep your confidence high, keep learning your English, keep practicing, and you can remove your mother tongue influence very easily. I'm going to link the videos which I have already made on mother tongue influence down below in case if you want to check them out. I have discussed the techniques in detail in those videos. Here I'm just brushing up that basic things that you need to do. But stay confident no matter how much influence your mother tongue is having on your English. That's it. I'm going to see you in our next video. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and you can share it with the people who are struggling with mother tongue influence and let them know how they can work on it. Take care. Bye bye.